She once rejected him because he was poor. Years later, when she saw him again, he was no longer the same boy she had ignored. But by that time, it was already too late. This is the story of a boy whose love was pure, but whose heart was broken simply because he had nothing. In a small town, there lived a boy named Daniel. Daniel was not rich. His clothes were simple, his house was small, and his life was full of struggles. But one thing about him was different from everyone else. He had a very kind heart. Daniel believed that kindness and hard work could change a person's life. Every morning he woke up early, helped his mother at home, and then went to college. After classes, he worked part-time in a small grocery store to support his family. Life was not easy for him. But Daniel never complained. One day at college, he met a girl named Sophia. Sophia was beautiful, confident, and came from a wealthy family. Her clothes were always stylish, her friends were popular, and everyone admired her. The moment Daniel saw her, something changed in his heart. He slowly started falling in love with her. At first, he kept his feelings hidden. He knew they came from very different worlds. But Daniel was always kind to her. Whenever Sophia needed help with assignments, Daniel was there. When she forgot her notes, Daniel shared his. When she struggled with studies, Daniel patiently explained everything. Sophia liked talking to him because he was honest and caring. But she never thought about him the way he thought about her. For Daniel, every small moment with her felt special. One day, Daniel finally gathered the courage to tell Sophia how he felt. His heart was beating fast. His hands were shaking. But he still said the words. "I know I'm not rich, and I know I'm not perfect. But I truly care about you." Sophia looked at him silently. For a moment, Daniel thought maybe she felt the same. But then she smiled, not kindly, but in a way that hurt. "Daniel," she said, "you're a good person. But you and I are different." She paused and continued. "I want a comfortable life. I want someone successful. Someone rich." Her words cut deep into Daniel's heart. "I'm sorry," she said, "but you're not the kind of person I can see in my future." That day, Daniel felt something inside him break. He didn't argue. He didn't complain. He simply nodded and walked away. For many days after that, Daniel felt lost. But instead of letting his pain destroy him, he made a promise to himself. One day, he would change his life. Daniel focused on his studies like never before. He worked harder than anyone else. He spent nights learning new skills, reading books, and improving himself. After graduation, he started working at a small company. The salary was low. The hours were long. But Daniel kept going. Years passed. Slowly, things began to change. Daniel's dedication impressed his bosses. He was promoted again and again. Later, he started his own small business. At first, the business struggled. But Daniel didn't give up. He remembered every moment of pain that had pushed him forward. And that pain became his motivation. Within a few years, Daniel's business became successful. He bought a beautiful office. He had employees working under him. And the boy who once worried about paying bills had finally built a life of success. But Daniel never became arrogant. He stayed the same humble person he had always been. One evening, Daniel attended a business event in the city. Many successful people were there. As he walked through the hall, someone suddenly recognized him. It was Sophia. She stood there in shock. The same boy she once rejected was now standing confidently in a sharp suit, surrounded by respected businessmen. Sophia slowly walked toward him. "Daniel," she said softly. Daniel turned and looked at her. For a moment, memories from the past flashed in his mind. But his face remained calm. "Yes," he replied politely. Sophia looked at him with regret in her eyes. "I never imagined you would become so successful," she said. Daniel simply smiled. "Life changes," he replied. Sophia hesitated before speaking again. "Daniel. I think I made a mistake back then." Her voice was quiet now. "I didn't see your value when it mattered." Daniel looked at her for a moment. There was no anger in his heart anymore. Only understanding. But there was also something else. Distance. "I wish you the best, Sophia," he said calmly. "But some opportunities only come once in life." With those words, Daniel politely walked away. Sophia stood there silently, realizing the truth too late. Sometimes in life, we ignore people who truly care about us. We chase money, status, and comfort. But real love, loyalty, and kindness are far more valuable. And when we realize that, sometimes it's already too late.